Hi, welcome to Rate My Gadget, and we will be reviewing the Kindle Colorsoft. This is Amazon's answer to providing a coloured e-reader. In other words, it goes from the world of the black and white e-readers to a new colour e-reader. We've seen others do it like Kobo. Does Amazon do it effectively and well? Now, if you want to jump to the summary, we're very honest in our review. We're not affiliated with Amazon and in essence don't buy it, but we'll tell you why and what other options are out there. First of all, the design of it is quite clean and simple, which is quite nice. It's in keeping with the other Kindle e-readers. It provides very little in terms of buttons. It has one power on and sleep button. It has a USB-C in and one external light to show you if it's charging. That is pretty much it. Everything else is screen touch. The thing that we really don't like is that the design being smooth actually means that holding it is quite difficult. The screen is not only not recessed, which means that there is a potential chance of it being damaged on dropping, also the back of it is not in any way perforated. And you'd hope that Amazon would learn this. If you look at other e-readers like the Kobo, for example, it has got not only a recessed screen, but it also has a texture on the back, which makes it really better to hold straight out, which means that the Kindle, which is like most Kindles, you'll have to buy a case for it to properly hold it and protect it. However, saying that, the screen itself is still very effective in what it does. It offers for black and white 300 pixels per inch, and for colour half of that 150 pixels per inch. Now the 300 pixels per inch for the black and white is the same as any other e-reader, so you're not getting a better quality screen with this, which is again a bit of a letdown considering you're paying £289, and as the Paperwhite, the other Kindle e-reader, is £159, you're paying a whopping £120 more just for the colour functionality. And especially when you consider that the Kobo Libra and the Kobo Clara, both of them colour e-readers, they are both under that £200 mark. So this is quite a substantial asking of Kindle. The other thing that we noticed, and although it's advertised that the screen is as good as other e-readers, we did find actually in tests that does have, it appears, a bit more glare on the screen. You can see that actually on the Kindle, it does appear to have a bit more glare. However, saying that, compared to maybe a tablet, it is pretty effective, and unless you have sunshine or sunlight or a light directly over the top like we have here, it'd be very difficult to be able to tell if there was glare. Moving on to performance, you can't question it, it's great. It loads the books up very effectively, it allows you to zoom in and out very quickly. It's not as good as high-end tablets, but this isn't what it's selling itself as. It's quick loading. Colours aren't vibrant and jump off the page, but that's not what you're expecting here, considering it's more soft pastels than it is bright, vibrant colours. And I think that could be a letdown for some. If you're a graphic novel or comic reader, then in some cases you want the colours to be bright and vibrant and jump off the page. That isn't what you're getting here. But then that's fairly consistent with most colour e-readers, such as the Kobo Clara or the Kobo Libra. Like all Kindles, the user interface is very effective and very user-friendly. It has a real simple way, an intuitive way on the touch screen of not making it overcomplicated, but getting to everything you want. Swiping from the top, you can get very quickly into settings, brightness changes. If you then tap the top left or right corners, you can very quickly go back to the home screen. And also, if you want to slide up from the bottom, then you can jump to locations within the book. The other thing that we really liked was that with the images themselves, you can find that when you load the image, it gives almost a pixelated image and then it will sharpen up. But that's quite nice when you're very quickly moving around images. So if you're a graphic novel or comic reader like myself, then actually it doesn't, as you move around, it's not very noticeable that the image isn't very great quality, and there's a little bit of a lag when it sharpens up. The other thing which, depending on your preference, is that the Amazon Kindle color sheet, like all Kindles, is linked to the Amazon ecosystem. Now, it sells itself very heavily at being interfaced with Amazon, and let's be honest, most of us out there probably should own shares in Amazon because they are very effective at what they do. However, that does limit you because unlike the Kobo, here in the UK, you cannot get rental, so library books, and also do make it difficult to interface with other e-reader or e-book sellers. So Marvel Unlimited, for example. So even though the colour sheet sells itself as something that you can read comic books, graphic novels, you are pretty much tied into the Amazon system. Now, there may be some out there and say that's not true. You can interface with other non-Amazon systems, but it's not built for that. And it doesn't work effectively in which you can plug it in and easily download files. That said, you can send PDFs and other documents to the colour sheet, and we've got a video showing you how you can do that. Now, one word of warning, there have been a lot of reviews and comments out there that the colour sheet does come with performance issues in the screen, in which there are yellow bands that arrive on the bottom screen. We didn't find any of those issues. However, I think it was just another example of Amazon are charging you an awful lot of money for this device, and it feels like that the performance isn't there compared to some of their more solid Paperwhite e-readers, for example, which have been going for many years. So overall, what's our thoughts? Nice try, Amazon, but we're not buying it. For £290, that's what we're talking about. Just in case you didn't hear me, £290. This is an e-reader, a colour e-reader. Now, we reviewed the Kobo Clara and the Libra. We also are going to do a back-to-back review comparing the colour sheet to the Kobo systems, but even those don't go over £200. Kobo Clara, which I absolutely love, is £120. So you're talking £150, £160 cheaper. In addition, if like me, you are a comic book reader, then you're going to be buying an iPad or another tablet. Because if you want to link into Marvel Unlimited or read other comic books online, you don't necessarily want to be linked into the Amazon ecosystem. And for the price of £290, you could get yourself the Amazon Fire Max, which is less than £290, or even the 2021 iPad 10.2. So although the e-reader is the first step of Amazon into this market, I don't think it's going to work at this price range. Unfortunately, for just shy of £300, personally, I would prefer to buy a tablet so that you can still read your comic books and novels and also do other things with it if you want. And this e-reader is purely an e-reader. Yes, it comes with a web browser if you want, but it's not built for that. It is purely an e-reader. Now, there'll be people out there who say, well, the e-reader, you're not getting the glare, it's got a better screen for reading. If you're a comic book reader like myself, you're not sitting outside in some sunny park on a bench worrying about the glare. So realistically, for £290, I would be buying a tablet, or I'd be looking at the Kobo range. I hope that's helped. Please do like, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.